atoning, and not even a downpour like the one we've just had can dampen our spirits, I'm told. For instance, you might have thought Beverley on Humberside was a pretty bleak place to be on Saturday afternoon. The heavens opened early, and it poured down all day. Nevertheless, the Beverley shoppers found the day brightened quite considerably, thanks to the efforts of a small band of musicians who helped them forget that the long hot days of summer are gone until next year. It was an unpromising sort of a day on which to try to make money, unless you were selling umbrellas, that is. But, despite the rain, the Music Box Society decided to go ahead and entertain shoppers with music from a variety of small barrel organs to raise money for a local hospice. And the music seemed to take a bit of the weather wetness out of the rain.
What's this for?
I was there sheltering under my brolly as well, and I asked the organiser how old these instruments were.
Oh, the end of the last century, but I hope I'm not revealing my age. I can remember somebody playing a barrel piano around the streets of Bridlington when I was a child.
Well, and they'd just be playing on the street corner.
Playing on the street corner and begging. Or soliciting for alms, let's say.
How old are the instruments you've got here, then?
Well, some of them I know certainly could date from the 1880s, and all that period up to today, because we do have here a reproduction that's been made recently.
Well, maybe in a way this is a much nicer version of the Muzak you get in shopping centres, is it?
Well, I think so. I hope the people of Beverley and other towns we visit think so too.
So, with brave smiles and unflagging arms, the barrel organ grinders ground on.
I was standing in the Paragon Station Square, and the airship, we saw it, and everybody was all agog watching it, and I heard a man say, "It's breaking out." And to our horror, it was, we could see it. And then someone said, "She's down in the Humber." So I thought, my goodness. I rushed to the station, and got the train through to Beverley, and Ernest, I knew, would be coming in from York at just after 6. We came down to the Playhouse where he had a camera and some film, and we went straight through the Hull and down to where the airship was down. It was terrible. It was the most dreadful experience. Suddenly he saw a man in a little rowing boat and said, "Would you row me out amongst the ruins?" And the man hesitated a minute, but I think Ernest offered him something, and he took him. He got a marvellous film. So we rushed to the Hull station, and he sent it to Patty's. And it was on the next day in London. And we got a marvellous letter from them thanking us for the scoop. But they paid him £50 for it. Quite a lot of money in those days.
Thelma Symmons first began work at the Playhouse in 1916, and very soon found herself in charge of its running.
We had no orchestra, but they were crazy. We had one man and his wife, both very clever. Had an awful row here one Saturday night, and he hit her over the head with his violin and just walked out.
The cinema staff were one happy family who enjoyed regular outings together. One of their boss's biggest projects staged for the camera was in 1937.
Ernest had a terrific desire to run a pageant in the town, and he engaged the pageant master, and we ran a pageant procession. And each episode of Beverley's history was put in charge of a well-known person in the town. And Ernest's other cameraman and myself, we ordered every costume for the pageant procession, everyone. We ordered them from a firm in Manchester, and I don't think I ever was so tired in my life of when we finished ordering and getting those costumes too. But the procession was a terrific success.
Universal News brings you news from the universe.
The war years proved a busy period for Symmons, who captured the full horror of the Hull Blitz on camera.
We took the film at night of the Blitz, but shortly afterwards, the King and Queen came to Hull and walked through a lot of the ruins, and they were really wonderful. They practically stood and talked and everything for him. He got a wonderful film of it.
Ernest Symmons died in 1957 following a long illness. By the early 1960s, his wife had been forced to put on bingo at the Playhouse. Peter Robinson, who was the bingo caller, has now brought it back to life as a cinema.
Hello. Thank you.
For him and his devoted staff, running Beverley's first and last surviving cinema is a labour of love.
We like to treat our customers as we like to treat ourselves. Courtesy, we believe, should be the keynote in any business, and especially in the cinema industry, and especially a cinema in the 80s. Looking ahead to February 20th, 1986, the Playhouse celebrates 75 years of cinema, and I'd like to think that could probably make it to 100 years. And certainly with the staff enthusiasm, I think we have a fair chance.
I was here practically 60 years. 60 years is a long time. And then 60 years Queen.